Yes.
First in the
Yes. If you'll observe here, the first model which has been given by J.J. Thomson to describe the structure of an atom, that is what we used to study, J.J. Thomson model. Okay, or else we can say a Christmas pudding model, or else we can say watermelon model, or we can say plum pudding model. So he has been said that atom consists of basically a spherical or ball shape, which is a ball itself. What we used to call positive charge or negative charge. A ball itself we used to call it as
positive charge.
positive charge. So a Thomson model, which is a ball, which looks like a spherical or ball shape, which is itself is called as positive charge, and it contains a negative charge. It is looks like negatively charged electrons are embedded in it, like this. This is what we used to call as J.J. Thomson model. He said that the full shell, the body which we have been taken itself, the sphere, is called as positive charge, and the electrons are appears to be like a embedded in it, in the form of like a pudding model. If you take the plum pudding, so itself is called, as he said, a positive charge, and the dry fruits. So dry fruits, if you'll notice it, so the dry fruits only what we used to call another name of dry fruits, as I said yesterday.
Currents. Current.
What it is? So that is what we used to call as like a dry fruits. So that is what we can say. What is another name of dry fruits?
Current.
Yeah. So currents. So that is what we used to call as. He has been compared with what? This dry fruits or currents is only he has been compared with the electron. Same way if you take watermelon piece. So if you take here watermelon, what is happening? The edible part which we people can eat, which we people can consume, he said that it is positive charge, and the seeds which are present inside this, the seeds only he used to compare with what? The seeds which are present inside, he has been said that they are what it is, guys?
Electrons.
Electrons. So this is what the first point which has been said. And the second postulates of J.J. Thomson model is what it is. Always, whatever it is, the number of protons and as well as number of electrons is what? The positive and negative charge in an atom are equal in magnitude. So due to which the atom is always what?
Electrically neutral.
Is what?
Neutral.
Yes or no? So the positive and negative charges in an atom are equal in magnitude. So that finally he said that what? Atom is what it is? Electrically neutral.
Electrically neutral.
Is it yes or no? Electrically neutral, because amount of positive charge which is equals to what? Please respond. Amount
of negative charge.
which is equals to amount of negative charge. That is what he has been said for us. Is it yes or no? So, but later it has been proved correct only. Always in any atom, number of protons is equals to number of electrons. That is what we have been concluded also. So this is what we used to call as J.J. Thomson model of the atom. So now as we know, it does not give any kind of experimental proofs, only it has been theoretically said. That is why we can consider this J.J. Thomson model as the basic model of an atom, of a structure of an atom. So now after this, so during this J.J. Thomson model, we are not talking about any neutrons. Why it is, guys? Because by the
after this only found,
yes,
sir.
after this only the discovery of neutrons has been carried out. So that is why we are not discussing anything regarding neutrons in J.J. Thomson. Because by that time, people used to believe only the atoms contains what? Electrons or protons only. Yes or no? Sai, Shakti?
Yes, sir.
So now if you notice here, next if we'll see here, after this, then we are going to study the second model. That is what, as I said, today we will study. That is only we used to call as, what is that, guys? Rutherford's experiments. That is what? A discovery of nucleus. Rutherford's experiment. That is what he has been discovered. What, guys? Discovery of
Nucleus.
nucleus.
Neutrons.
Nucleus. Nucleons. Neurons, not. Discovery of nucleus. So now he has been found a nucleus with the help of his experiment. That is what we can say Rutherford's experiment. So now, if you want to understand this Rutherford experiment, as I said yesterday, you must first need to know the alpha particles. Is it yes or no, guys? Even last class I told you. So what do you mean by alpha particle? A call to absentees fastly, Darun, Monish.
2 units.
Samaya
Plus 2 units.
is there. Yeah, Laksha is not there. Shruti is not there. Mahalakshmi is not there. Yes, please. Alpha particles. What do you mean by alpha particles? Anyone can say?
Sir,
2 unit and
positively
2
charged particles are having 2 units of positive.
2 units
Of
and the
charge.
2 units.
4
Equal to
units.
4 units.
And 4 units of
Mass.
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 That is what we used to call as alpha particle. So why we are taking alpha particle here? Because they are fast moving. Understanding, they can move very fast and they can penetrate through the matter into some extent. That is why we are taking alpha particle. So basically these alpha particle, we can say what it is, guys? 2 units of positive charge and 4 units of mass.
Mass.
This is what we used to call as alpha particle. So this alpha particle only we used to call as basically what it is. What it is called as
Helium
helium
2
Ce2
plus.
plus.
ions. What is this called as? Aswita?
Helium ion.
Helium 2 plus ions.
Ions is only called as alpha particles. So now if you notice it here, these particles, they will, why we are choosing these particles? Because they can move very fast. Understanding? So these fast moving alpha particles means alpha particles, any negative charge? No negative
No,
charge
sir.
existed. That is what you have to remember. Understand, Shakti? Mukesh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, if you
Yes,
see
sir.
these fast moving alpha particles, they will, why we are using? They can penetrate into a matter. Any matter, it will go inside, it will go deeper inside, and it will give you a structure of it. That is what is present inside. That is what we are taking alpha particles. So now basically what is the sources of this alpha particles? Sources of alpha particle.
Radioactive
Radium
elements.
and the polonium.
They will be emitted by a radioactive elements like radium and
Radium, polonium.
So radium and polonium, like these are called as radioactive elements, polonium. So these elements will release us these alpha particles. So now with the help of this alpha particle, then we are going to study in our today's class. That is what Rutherford experiment, how he has been discovered the discovery of nucleus. So now before going to set this one, the figure which they have given in our textbook, that is not, I don't want to show you. Now first I will show you the setup which has been done by Mr. Rutherford. Shall we see that? So now if you notice,
Sir.
basically, Rutherford has been arranged a setup called as, first one, a emitting source of alpha particles, means which need to release a huge amount of alpha particles, because a fast moving alpha particles only can penetrate into the matter. Is it yes or no? So that is why, first of all, this is what the setup, if you'll notice it here, this picture, usually you have to draw this picture in our classroom. So now this is what the experimental setup is done by Mr. Rutherford. This is what we used to call as Rutherford's gold foil experiment. What we used to call? Rutherford's gold foil is experiment. Why means, so why he has been taken gold foil only here? To analyze the internal structure of an atom, he has been taken a gold foil because gold is having high malleability and ductility. Do you remember, everyone? properties,
Yes, sir.
malleability and ductility. Even 1 gram of gold, we can make around 2 kilometers wire. Understanding? So that much thicker, very thinner we can make, but still it will be not breaking. So that is why he has been chosen a gold foil, because very less should need, because alpha particles can penetrate only through some extent. Yes or no, guys? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
That is why. So during Rutherford experiment, he has been released a beam of alpha particles bombarded in a thin gold foil, and he has been noticed that most of the alpha particles went through the gold foil and very few of them bounced back, and some at large angles. That is what here he has been notice it. So in this picture, you might be see most of the alpha particles, they have been passed through the gold foil and they have been hit to the boundary, and some only they reflected back, and in that also some with a very large deviation. So now these, from this experiment only, have you able to understand? Everybody please respond. From this experiment only, he has been concluded that the atoms inside, most of the space inside the atom is empty, and what it is, the nucleus is present, something is present very deep inside at the utmost inner part of that is what he has been called as, what he has been called that is only he is to
Nucleus.
So now let us see how he has been done. So even I used to have that video also, actually that experiment video also, but if it is there I will show you. So now if you notice it here, that is what the experimental setup of Rutherford gold foil experiment. So now if I'll show, he has been drawn, observe that he has been taken a gold sheet around, imagine almost 1,000 atoms of gold is arranged. How many atoms? 1,000 atoms of gold is arranged. Then imagine 1,000 atoms means how much thicker, Helmukel, Tamil Selvan, are you understanding? How much thinner it is? So he has been taken a gold foil, almost it is 1,000 atoms, means arranged. That much very, very thinner sheet he has been taken. So that is why he is able to observe and he has been able to discover the nucleus. So here, this is what you people need to remember. So here, these particles, what is that? 2 units of positive charge. What is this called as? Please respond. 2 units of positive charge. This is called as alpha particles. Yes, sir?
Alpha particles.
These are called as alpha particles.
Particle.
These alpha particles only we are emitting with the help of some kind of emitter, which will release us the alpha particle. So these all fast moving alpha particles, you might be seeing, most of them they are going in a straight line. Have you noticed it, guys? Most of them they are going in a straight line. That is what you have to remember. So from this point, we will study what is the postulates made by him. So from this point, we can say most of the space inside the nucleus is what it is, guys. It is empty space. Is it yes or no? So that is the first point which you need to observe, this picture only. So most of the alpha particles pass straight through the gold foil without any deflections from their original path. So we can say that what is happening, guys? Most of the part is what it is, observation of Rutherford. Most of the part inside the nucleus, inside the atoms is empty space. So that observations we can say later. So what is the first point you people are observing here in this picture? Most of the alpha particles are going through the gold foil without any deflection. Is it yes or no, guys? Please respond. Most of the alpha particles are passed straight without what it is, deflection. So now we people are sending positive charge. We people are sending positive charge so that positive and positive charge, same charge will attract or repulse? Repulse. Yes or no?
Teacher.
So that is why when the alpha particles which are going very close to the nucleus, that is what, middle, and he noticed it, they are deviating in some extent. Do you understand it? So he has been concluded that from that point, oh, middle it is deviating in the sense of when it will be, when again the nucleus also contains which charge, guys? By the time also no discovery of neutrons. So by the time also, so when the deviation will take place, anybody, Pradosh, Maitrayan? When it will hit the again the same type of charge, yes or no? So how the Rutherford said middle it is having positive charge? Because he is sending what charge? He is sending what charge, guys?
Positive charge.
Positive charge.
Positive charge.
If the electrons are there in the center, then it will show the attraction. So it is not showing, it is deflecting away from that. Then that is what he has been concluded that, oh, the positive charge is present in very small, extremely smaller in atom. That is what we used to call as nucleus. Do you understand, everyone? So now that is based upon the where it is the alpha particles are going to strike the nucleus. Based upon that, the deviation will take place. You might be see. So here less deviation, small deflection. Here large deflection means a place where it is going to hit the center or nucleus, the deviation will varies. So that is, so we can say first point, most of the light rays, most of the alpha particles are going straight without any deflection. And second point, what we can say, guys? Few alpha particles are deflected through small angles and few are deflected through what, guys? Very large angles. Is it yes or no? Please respond. Yes. Now,
Yes,
what
sir.
more you are noticing here? One more rays I am missing. Can you say, anybody, what is that ray which is coming back? Have you seen it? Please respond. Aswita,
Yes, sir.
Pradosh,
Sir.
Yes, sir.
what we used to call as in physics, we can say the light ray which is coming back, what we used to call? It is called as reflection.
Reflection.
Yes or no? So after striking the boundary like that, if it will touch it at the edges, it will be deviate. If it will touch us exactly at the middle and in place of it, then from there it will turns back. Understanding alpha?
Reflected.
Very rarely it will be reflect back or else turns back. So this is what the fourth point which we people are observing. So these are the observations, means in the sense of when he is doing the experiment, these are the points which has been noted by Mr. Rutherford. So he has been observed the first point, what it is, most of the particles, most of the alpha particles, what is happening? They are going through the gold foil without any deflection from their original path. Understanding? And drawing ray diagrams is most important. These ray diagrams, even 11th and 12th, very, very important. Okay. So next, a few alpha particles are deflected through small angles, and in that also few are what? Deflected to the very large angles. That is what the second point you have to remember. So in this picture, you can see this is small deflection, and this is what it is, guys. Very, very large deflection. Are you understand? Please respond, everyone.
Yes, sir.
So on the third point, what he has been said, a very few alpha particles completely rebound on hitting the gold foil and turn back on their path. Just like how if you hit the ball to the wall, again the ball will come back to you. Correct or not, guys? That is what we called as 3 points which you have to remember. You can say it is, what is, guys? The fast moving alpha particles, how they will travel after striking a very thin gold foil. So and he has been taken a gold foil almost equals to how many atoms? Almost equals to no one.
1000 atoms.
1000 atoms. Means that much very, very thinner it is. So this is what we used to call as Rutherford experiment. So now all of you have to write these 3 points your own, and later only we can go. Rutherford explained observations. How he explained his observations? He has said that more are moving straight line, few are less deviation, few are more deviation, few are bouncing back. So how it is taking place and what is his explanation, we'll study after this. So now that is why everybody please keep heading. What is that? Rutherford experiment and discovery of nucleus, and draw this diagram very fastly. And before this, one more diagram I told you, experimental setup of Rutherford's. Do you remember? So that is also you have to draw. I will show you again, and you people can draw. Have you understand Jayvarshini, Laksha? That is clear, everybody? Yes. Yeah, Laksha, call to Shruti Laksha. If not picking, you leave it. So now this is what we used to call as the Rutherford experiment to identify nucleus. Now, what is his explanation regarding these observations? We'll study now. So first, you can draw this picture in our classwork. Is it okay, everybody? And the exam descriptive, definitely everybody they will ask this question. Understand, everyone? So at any stage, they will ask you, what is Rutherford experiment, and draw the structure of it. So that we have to draw this one, and we have to explain very clearly in point wise. Understand? So this is what you people need to do it. So please, all of you draw this one. Have you drawn? Yes, Monish.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where is Maitreyan? Maitreyan is not coming. What is the problem? So, okay. So now, this is what you people need to remember. Is it okay, guys? If Maitreyan is not there, Darun also. Brothers, what happened to Darun? So now, if you notice it very carefully here, have you understand this Rutherford experiment, guys? So 3 points you have to remember. So what is the first point? More light rays are passing, more alpha particles are going straight line without any deflection. That is the first point. Next, second point, what? Some light rays are going with a less deviation. Some light rays are going with a more or large deviation or deflection. And what we can say third one? What is the third one? And very few light rays after striking the center, they are bouncing back. So that is what we used to say, what is the Rutherford experiment to a discovery of nucleus. Are you clear, everyone? So now, sir, then how he guessed nucleus? Let us what we will study now. So shall we start, guys, everybody? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now if you know,
Yes, sir.
so if you notice it here, then all of you keep heading observations explained by Rutherford. Okay. So please, all of you keep heading. So what is the observations made by him and what he said we'll study. So now if you notice it, explanations you can keep heading are observations. Observations. Can you able to see the screen? Please respond. Now you can see.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yeah. So now if you'll see, what is the observations made by Mr. Rutherford? Let us study now. So if you'll notice it very carefully, first of all, gold foil is made up of what it is, guys? As I told you, gold foil is made up of what? What is he said?
Sir, with 1,000 atoms.
Yeah, it is made up of atoms. Basically, he has been taken, it is 1,000 atoms, it is equals to 1,000 atoms. But basically what he has been taken, it is made up of atoms. So, if the atoms were solid throughout their volume, then every alpha particle is striking them and they should have changed its path. Is it yes or no? For example, if you take, what is happening here? For example, you imagine, I have been constructed certain kind of wall. So this wall, and I will ask you people are 13 members are there. And you people imagine each one, you people are one particle. Now, if I'll ask you to people, go and strike this wall, or you people will pass through this wall, or you people will strike back through this wall.
Sir, strike back.
You
Strike back, sir.
people need to strike back. But he has been taken very thin gold foil. But anyhow, it is a what? Solid. Is it yes or no, guys? So now,
Yes, sir.
that is why reason we have been taken alpha particle. So once these alpha particles will strike this gold foil, this is what we can say wall. Do you understand? So now but still what is happening? Instead of reversing back, what is happening? What he observed? Usually they all should come back. Is it yes or no? Please respond. Usually
Yes, sir.
they all should come back. So because
Come back.
this volume, it is in solid. So these alpha particles, once striking them, they should have changed this path, and or else they may got deflected. But what he has been observed, completely different. What he has been observed, guys? What has
That
been
went
observed?
Most
through
of the rays
solid.
pass through.
That is what the first point. So most of the alpha particles pass straight through the gold foil without any deflection. So it shows that what it is, a lot of empty space in the atom. That is the first point which has been concluded. So most of the alpha particles passed through the gold foil. So that from that he can make what he has been observed, guys. What it is? So he has been concluded that most of the space present inside the atom is what it is. It is empty. So that is why the alpha particles are moving without any deviation. Is it okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, without any deviation. So please note it down. That is the first one. Have you, what you are kept a heading? Rutherford observations. Or else observations of Rutherford. You can keep your convenience, whatever it is. Rutherford's observations. Our observation is done by Rutherford. So what is the first observation? You have to draw also. And you simply, Elmo-Kell and everybody, you are not supposed to write simply. Most of the alpha particles are going without any deflection. So how he has been said that basically in a solid, if you hit the solid, what should happen? They must be bouncing back. Yes or no? Or else they should change their path. But here what is happening? They are not changing their path and they are not going without any deflection. So that is what he has been understand. What it is, guys? You can say from that point only he said most of the alpha particles are passing straight through the gold foil without any deflection. So it shows that what is that? There is a lot of empty space in the atom. So please write in the first observation. Since most of the alpha particles pass, since most of the alpha particles pass, Tamil Cinema, are you understand, Bhavnesh?
Yes, sir.
This Mahalakshmi and Darun, bad, everybody bad fellows. So now if you notice it here, so they're saying what? Most of the alpha particles pass straight. Please write it, first observation. Very important, 2 mark question they will ask. Write the observations done by Rutherford. Then you have to write it. So write. Since most of the alpha particles pass straight, through the gold foil, what is the point? You have to write it here. Very important word. Without any deviation. What it is? Without any deviation or deflection, we can say without any deflection, comma, it shows that there is a lot of empty space in the atom. Is it okay, guys? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, this is what the first observation done by Rutherford. Now, coming back to the second one, go back to now. As we know that, always we people knows like charges, if you take negative and negative, if you take positive and positive, what they will show? So both are called as like charges. So like charges will show repulsion or attraction. They always will
Repulsion.
they will show repulsion. You understand, everyone? So this is what the second observation has been made. So what is the second observation made by Rutherford is, so we know that the similar charges repel each other. Similar charges are repel each other. So basically what charge he is sending, positive charge or negative charge he is sending? He is sending what?
Positive.
He is sending positively charged body. So A positively charged body will repel only with what? Another positively
Positive.
charged body. Is it yes or no? Tamil Selvan?
Yes,
So
Yes, sir.
he is sending one positively charged body. These positively charged body only we used to called as alpha particles, helium 2 plus particles, or we can say alpha particles. So these alpha particles will show repulsion when they will show only repulsion when they will strike another positive particles. Is it yes or no? Please
Sir.
respond. Another
Sir.
positive charge, then only there is no repulsion. So that is what his second observation. So the observation that some of the alpha particles are deflected through small and some of the alpha particles are large deflection from the center. So then that is what he said. So the center of positive charge in the atom, which repels the positively charged alpha particles and deflects them from their original path. So that is what he said. The center of positive charge in an atom we used to call as, what we used to call the center of a positive charge of an atom, we used to call as nucleus. Is it yes or no? That is what the discovery of nucleus will take place. So the center of this positive charge only we used to say nucleus. So he said that the scattering of alpha particles by a thin gold foil shows that the existence of positively charged nucleus in the atom is present in where? It is present in very deep inside the atom. Do you understand, everyone? That is what you have to remember. So that is the second point made by the whom? Rutherford. Please write it, second point. What is second point? Right, second point. The observation that some of the alpha particles are, are you writing, Monish? Sai?
Sir.
Some of the alpha particles are, what they have shown, some of the alpha particles, please respond. Some of the alpha particles, what they have shown? They have shown little deflection, yes or no? And some of the alpha particles shown here, you can see, this is what it has been shown, the little deflection here, and this has been shown the more deflection. That is what. So observe that some of the alpha particles are, deflected through small and large angles shows that what it will show. Sai, can you say what it will show? Center who is present? Center positive charge. So right, small and large angles shows that there is a center of positive charge. There is a center of positive charge in the atom, which repels the positively charged alpha particles. Which repels the positively charged alpha particles, which repels the positive.
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
Yes. They will deflect through small and large angles. Till there, is it finished? Aswita, Manya and Samya, are you understand?
Yes, sir.
Sir, which repels the
Yeah, small and large angle shows that there is a center of positive charge. There is a center of positive charge in the atom, which repels the positively charged alpha particles. So the picture, can you able to see that? Here one deflection, small deflection, and here large deflection it is showing. Yes or no, guys? Respond. That is. Okay. So in the atom, center of positive charge in the atom, which repels the positively charged alpha particles, and deflects them from their original path. Is it okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now
Yes, sir.
let us go with the third one. What is your third observation? Anybody can say? Shakti, Mukesh, what is the third observation? Very few particles. If you notice it, very few particles. What is happening?
Fully turn back.
Yes.
So that turn back fully.
Yes, bouncing back. That is what we can say. That is the third. So, a very few alpha particles has been noticed that they are turned back on their path. So, that is what actually remember, it cannot be explained only on the basis of repulsion due to the charge of a positive charge of nucleus. So, however, it is explained by assuming that the nucleus is very dense and very hard. So that is why if very few alpha particles are completely rebound on hitting the gold foil, shows that the nucleus is very dense and very hard, which does not allow the alpha particles to pass through it. That is what the observation we people are observing here. So once the alpha particle will hit the nucleus at exactly, have you seen it, guys? So it is not allowing to pass through it. Why it is not allowing? Somebody is strong, we people cannot pass through it. Is it yes or no? Please respond. So same way, if the alpha particle hitting the center of the nucleus, then nucleus is not allowing the alpha particles to pass through it. Instead of that, it is making bouncing back into the same. That is what we can say. From that we can say the nucleus is very strong and very high density